Against Everton, we saw Ten Hag use McTominay ahead of Bruno Fernandes, playing between Everton's defensive and midfield lines in their narrow 4-4-2 shape. And so with the higher starting position, it was also no wonder that we saw McTominay not just get into the final third, but also be involved in United's chances as well, and his goal was a great example. We see here as United are transitioning the attack quickly, their most successful ball progression method in this game, that when Sabitzer is driving down the left side, McTominay on the far side is in a high position between the lines, and so this means that when the ball is then switched over to the right with Wan-Bissaka, McTominay is now ahead of the ball, in and around the box, and can essentially be used like Weghorst, receiving a pass in a congested area and staying composed in order to find a pass and move the ball on. And when the attack gets half restarted and the ball ends up with Jadon Sancho on the edge of the box, you can see here that McTominay is taking up a position on the edge of the box, and he also recognises the space between Tarkowski and Ben Godfrey, but he also knows that he has to time the run right, holding his position on the edge of the box until Sancho receives the ball, and McTominay knew intuitively that the pass was on, and the run and the pass are timed and weighted perfectly, and it's actually a very distinguished finish from McTominay. And that's not an easy chance, with him having to shoot whilst not looking at the goal, but he gets the power and the placement perfect, rattling it past Pickford, and just another one of his well-timed finishes. And I do have a video coming out soon analysing whether McTominay could be used as a centre forward, comparing his theoretical transformation to Gareth Bale's, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see that. Watching McTominay in this game reminded me of the role that Frank Lampard would play throughout his career, playing as what essentially was a second striker in possession, just off the main striker but sitting higher than the midfield line, and in the final third looking to make runs ahead of the ball and arriving late into the box. With Lampard's goal scoring becoming the centre point of his game, he was able to provide a unique attribute from a deeper position. And we have seen other Premier League central midfielders add this sort of goal scoring ability to their game when they move higher up the pitch. Lampard himself managed 27 goals in 51 games in the 9-10 season, 22 of those coming in the Premier League. And this really came from him just being given more freedom to attack the box from deep, as he was still playing a relatively deep position as a wide point of a midfield diamond, with Essien behind him, Ballack on the other side and Deco at the point. Paul Scholes also had two periods in his United career where he was able to dramatically increase his goal output by being given the freedom to get into the box when there was sustained possession in the final third, and this was initially when he first broke into the team, where in 1995-96 he scored 10 goals in the Premier League and 14 in 30 games in all competitions, but this would only last one season and take the best part of a decade before he was able to return to that goal scoring form, with 14 goals in the Premier League in 02-03 and 20 goals in 52 games in all competitions as well. Players like Steven Gerrard and Aaron Ramsey have also been able to add this goal scoring ability to their game during their mid-20s, with Germany's players like Ballack, Gundogan and Leon Goretzka all being central midfielders who have this high football intelligence that allows them to get into and score from similar sort of chances to the ones that McTominay has been dispatching lately, with a real composed swagger that is reminiscent of a player who's more than comfortable scoring when inside the box, and his goal against Everton was a fantastic example of this. I think McTominay is much better when he's deployed as a 3-8 rather than a holding midfielder, pushing up in front of the opposition's midfield line to in behind them, which he did alongside Sabitzer against Everton very effectively, as Bruno Fernandes would then hold a deeper reduced position as the deepest of a midfield 3. I'll do a separate video analysing Bruno Fernandes in that role, but for McTominay he is essentially playing as a second striker in possession, and out of possession his high position allows Ten Hag to use him as a pressing weapon to win the ball back high up the pitch. As I said in previous videos, I am now doing full video and channel reviews, so if you want me to give you any advice or feedback for a specific video or for your whole channel, you can send an email to atlantisfootball96@gmail.com. But if you just enjoyed the video, you can check the description for more, you can subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you do get notified when the video comes out, and put your thoughts in the comment section below, and you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which will be in the description, for more content as well.